Welcome to the Brent Weinbach podcast. My name is Brent Weinbach. I'm here with Jack Birch.
Hello, hello.
And I have to I got to get a haircut. And I think I'm going to get a haircut today. Or do you think, oh, and don't do it, Brent. I like your long hair.
No, get a
Looks
haircut.
so cute. You look so cute with you. Okay, good.
I mean, you look cute, but get a haircut by all means.
Do you think that my hair looks long right now?
It's long for Brent, for sure.
Oh, you do think that?
Yeah, you're getting some waves in the front here.
Right, and there's no room for waves in my world. You know, I'm a straight man. Mm-hmm. I'm a straight arrow. I need, you know what I mean? There's no, I'm a straight-laced kind of guy with straight hair. It's meant to look straight.
Do you have a barber?
Yeah, I go to Supercuts.
Okay.
You ever hear of it? You ever hear of them?
I've never heard of them, no.
No, yeah, I don't go to a classic barber. I guess I should. I mean, I like classic stuff like that. But
I mean, do you have a guy? You have a guy, or is it just whoever's?
There's a woman that I specifically go to, but there was another woman I used to go to when I lived in a different neighborhood, and I kind of wish I could keep going to her, but it's a little too far, you know? You got to find what suits you, you know?
Yeah.
You like getting a haircut? Do you cut it yourself? What do you do?
I cut it myself. I just put it on like grade 4 and just do that now.
Oh, you just do a buzz cut?
Yeah, just a buzz cut now.
Uh-huh. You're buzzing these days.
Yeah, I'm buzzing these days.
Do you ever get the pumpkin carver and just go kind of do that with your hair?
You get some interesting shapes.
Yeah, you know the pumpkin carver, right? Do you remember that? Oh, you probably don't know it. It was this thing that they used to sell on TV. It was one of those that's seen on TV kind of things, but it was I guess a sort of knife that was specifically, advertised to be a pumpkin carver, you know?
Okay.
And I want to say I had one. Mm-hmm. And I carved up some pumpkins with a pumpkin carver. It was a special knife.
What was special about it?
Well, it had a pumpkin. It was a handle. The handle was orange, and it was pumpkin-y, you know.
It wasn't like shaped differently, like it would scoop or anything.
It was, well, look, to be honest, I do recall the teeth being big teeth. Mm-hmm. It was a pumpkin carver with big teeth. It was a blade with a big teeth. Mm-hmm. Okay,
a big teeth.
With a big teeth set, a big teeth set, a big set of teeth. Mm-hmm. The knife is always smiling, and it's a happy knife, you know. Big teeth, big cuts, you know.
Beautiful pumpkins.
And, you know, it used to do great on my hair, too. I just cut my hair into shapes that you've never seen before, triangles and things. Mm-hmm. Man, there's crazy haircuts I've seen in my life. I remember in junior high, somebody got a Nike swoosh on their head.
Oh, yeah?
You ever get...
No, yeah, I remember people doing that. They'd get like a logo shaped in the back of their head. Dude, I saw someone the other day fully bald apart from one triangle patch at the back. Speaking of interest in triangles.
Yeah. Oh, fully bald but a triangle patch?
At the back.
Oh, no kidding. Maybe they used the pumpkin carver.
Yeah, maybe they did.
I saw something like that, but it was not fully bald. It was just bald on the sides, and it was actually my friend. He had... Sides were shaved, but then it went down, and it kind of narrowed into a triangle at the end, you know, the back of the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen that.
So it was kind of like...
like a mohawk, almost.
Like a what?
Like a mohawk or something.
A what?
Mohawk.
What's a mogark?
Mohawk.
Oh, mohawk. Yeah. Did not sound like you were saying mohawk for some reason. It is. It was kind of like some sort of mohawk. Did you ever have a mohawk in your life? You seem like you might have.
No, I never had a mohawk.
Oh, really? Did you ever want one?
Never my thing, really.
But you dyed your hair kind of crazy colors, right?
Yeah, I did have like... I was like a little punk in my formative years. I did have just one side shaved.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. That was kind of
Did you have
probably the craziest I ever did it.
Did you have crazy piercings, or not crazy piercings, but did you have an eyebrow piercing at one point? I could picture that on you.
No, I didn't have an eyebrow piercing.
Did you ever have your tongue pierced? I could picture that on you. Did you have your nipples pierced? I could sort of picture that on you.
Oh, you could.
Yeah.
No.
Did you ever Did you ever have your clitoris pierced? Because I could sort of picture that on you. Did you ever have your belly button pierced?
You could picture that on me.
I can't picture it on you, but I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I had a nose piercing at one point. That was it.
You did?
I did. Yeah.
Was it a stud or was it a ring?
It was a ring.
Oh, you did? You had a ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Did you ever kind of have, when you had your nose pierced like that, did you ever kind of make your lip kind of go up like Elvis or Billy Idol?
Oh, like it
yeah,
got
did you ever
caught
do
or
that?
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, did you ever have a string attached or a kind of a line attached from the nose ring to your lip and your kid's kind of pulling it up?
That never happened.
Because I could picture that on you.
That could be a cool look though. Like a lip ring and a nose ring.
Yeah, they're attached.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've seen stuff like that. I've seen people have a chain from their ear to their nose or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you like
crazy stuff?
What do you think of the septum piercing thing?
Oh, through the middle? It's fine.
Yeah.
It's pretty popular.
It's popular these days, huh?
Uh-huh.
Before I talk about how I don't like it, you don't have any... Your wife doesn't have that, does she?
No. It's fine.
Okay.
Talk away.
Well, no, I don't look. I mean, no disrespect, and I mean, I know people love it, you know. And if you love it, good for you. Mm-hmm. And if people love it on you, great for them. I'm happy for them. That's great, and I could picture it on you. But I just don't look. You know me. I'm a straight arrow. You know, mm-hmm. I don't think. I mean, I don't love it. You know, I don't love it. You know, it's just. The bull ring look is popular right now. People got the ring in their septum, and it's something about it. It just looks. Oh, we've talked about this now that I think about it. Because didn't we? I think I talked about it with Doug about, you know, people want to be herded like a cow or something. I don't know. I forgot what it was, but it does look boogery to me. It looks like boogers.
And the thing is as well, piercings like they don't smell good, and that's like in your nose like constantly.
So you mean it smells bad for them?
Yeah, it smells bad for them.
Yeah. And it's got, I don't know, it's sort of just, it looks kind of rough to me, you know? I don't know, I don't want a rough look. I like a refined look. I don't know if it looks so refined to have a bull ring, you know? You know what I mean? If you look like a bull, that doesn't look refined. You know what I mean? It looks kind of scrappy. Bullish. You look like you need to be tamed. You know what I mean? I want somebody like tame. That. No, I know. Some people like to buck, and I don't really want to deal with a bucker. You know, a buckaroo. I want to just, you know, I guess when I see somebody, I don't want to have to pull out a cape and start to sort of, you know, whatever, deal with them in such a way. You know, I just need somebody to tamed, you know.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's some sort of wild boar look, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want the wild boar. I want a sort of tame boar.
A pig.
I want a pig. I'm looking for a pig to just sort of relax in the mud. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking for whatever. I'm not looking for. I'm not trying to do a joust or something like that. You know, this isn't medieval times. You know. Oh, boy. Those rings, though, I mean, sometimes they make noses look, I don't know, it's disruptive. You know me. I don't like disruptions. Mm-hmm. I like clean surfaces.
Classic face.
I like classic clean surfaces. No interruptions, no disruptions.
No discernible features.
I want a blank. I like blank.
Yeah.
You know how certain illustrations they don't have features, they just have a blank face? Mm-hmm. I want that. Just blank. I like blank man. You know, not Breathless, but the blank character from Dick Tracy. You ever see Dick Tracy with Warren Beatty?
No, I never
and Al
saw
Pacino?
that. I never saw that.
And Dustin H. There's a character named Blank Face or something, and it's just a blank face. I'm looking for that. It turns out it's actually I don't want to spoil it for you, but who it is underneath the face, I think you're gonna like it.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't know. That trend got really popular. The nose ring thing. I don't mind the stud, but on the side of the nose. But I'll tell you this: the bull ring. It's a short step away from having just a bone in there. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just having a bone through. People do the bone thing now?
People must be doing the bone, right?
Well, it's very... that looks like a tribal kind of thing, the bone thing. But you know what? That's probably coming next, our bones.
Yeah.
People are going to start putting bones through their nose. It's going to be trendy. I don't know, man. I feel like Botox is a disruption. You know? No disrespect. Hey, if you get Botox done and you like it, good for you. That's for you, But it feels like a disruption, and people get Botox. I don't know. Botox is the next step.
They miss out on all this stuff. Look at all this.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of all that. That you mean how it wrinkles up on your forehead?
Yeah.
It's just part of life.
Exactly, it's just part of life. It's character building.
How do you feel about your wrinkled forehead?
Oh, bring it on. The wrinklier the better, I say.
Hey, you know what? You get more wrinkled, you could look like a Dick Tracy character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what it's all about, is become a Dick Tracy characters, You get more wrinkles.
You can look like a dick.
You get blank. You could look clean. You can look like a what?
You could just look like a dick.
Yeah, you can look like the Dick Tracy. Yeah, you can look like Dick Tracy, the wrinkled. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the... Yeah, his name is Dick Tracy because he looks like a penis, I guess.
Or a tracing of a penis.
Tracing a penis. Oh, yeah, Dick Tracing. Oh, you thought I said Dick Tracy? I meant Dick Tracing. Dick Tracing. You know how the word dick came about, right? For Richard?
It's short for Richard. But also, how is it short for Richard?
I'll tell you why. A lot of people think, how did they get dick from Richard? I know how.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay.
I figured it out. I cracked it.
Okay.
I cracked it recently. There's a handful of names that developed some sort of rhyming scheme, kind of like, it's almost kind of in the same vein as Cockney slang in a way.
Okay.
There's short ways of saying names, and then you rhyme with that name, and you get the nickname that way, right? So let's start. We'll work our way back to Richard, but let's look at William, right? A nickname for William is Bill, and the reason why is Will is short for William, right? And Bill rhymes with Will, or people might go Willy Billy, or something like that. There's a kind of a rhyming game. It's a rhyming game. So Willy Billy, Will Bill, So Bill is the nickname for William, right? Or there's another one. Which one was it? Before we get to Richard, what's the other one?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Bill,
I don't think you know.
Dick.
There was another nickname that it fits into this whole rhyming scheme thing, but I'm trying to remember what it is. Anyway, well, I forgot what it was. There was another one. But, so, what? I almost thought I had it, but I guess I don't. Anyway, Richard, short for Richard is Rick. So Ricky Dicky, it's the rhyming thing. Rick Dick, it rhymes. It's all a rhyming game. So Ricky Dicky, Willy Billy. There was one other one too. What was it? Dang, I forgot.
So with penises, did they used to be called Richards?
Yeah, well, I think that the original penis was a guy named Richard. He had it. The original he had the first penis. This guy Richard, Richard the Third. He was a king. He was the king of Flanders, and he said,
short for Richard the Third Eye.
Yeah, the third eye blind. Actually, it was Richard the Third Eye. Then it was derived from Richard the Third Eye blind, and then that was actually a nickname for Richard the Third Eye blind mice and men. And men. That was the full title, actually. Richard the Third Eye blind mice and men. Without hats. Without hats. So, as the full title was without hats. Richard the Third blind.
Richard the Third Eye blind.
Richard the Third Eye blind mice and men without hats.
And then just dick for sure.
Off. Off. It was off first. It was off.
Yeah, it was just off first.
Off. Yeah. Off. Richard the Third Eye blind mice and men without hats off.
To ya.
Yeah, to ya. To ya. So it's a long name, and they shortened it to Dick. Because he had the first penis. In fact, they used to call him Rich Hard because he was it was so prominent, his penis was so hard. It was hard too.
Yeah.
It was hard. He was a wealthy man,
Well, you would be.
He was rich and hard. He was rich and hard, and he had the first penis that ever was. And they said, well, let's call it a penis. Let's call it a dick. Let's call a penis a dick because they named after the first penis. Richard the Third. Rich Hard the Third Eye blind mice. Shoot, I messed it up. Richard the Third Eye blind mice and men without hats off to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a glorious time. Medieval times it was. People had bull rings back then. So there's one other name that follows that whole rhyming scheme thing. I'm trying to remember what it was. Well, Jack comes from John, but I'm not sure how that one happens,
Yeah, I have no idea how that one happens.
Jack, John. I think it's because short for John. No. There's one other one. Am I thinking about Larry?
Bill Dick.
I know. Bob. Bob is the other one. So Rob is short. Rob is short for Robert, right? And so it's Robbie Bobby. Bob, that's how you get Bob, is because it's Bob rhymes with Rob. That's why it's just a rhyming game. That's all it is. There's a movie called Bob Roberts. You ever hear of it?
No, I've never heard of Bob Roberts.
Well, yeah, you have heard of it because
I've heard of it now.
Heard about it. You now.
Now.
Whenever someone says, "Hey, you ever hear of this?" You could always say, "Yeah, I did hear about that just a second ago." Actually, you just said it, so I did hear about it.
But that's all I know.
You ever hear about Dick Hard?
Yeah.
Sir Dick Hard of Flanders.
Yeah, 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I did 2 minutes ago. Yeah, I have heard about it. Heard about it a lot, actually. So I'm gonna get my hair cut today, but I hate the process because the process is just, you get all this. First of all, I got to tell them what I want, and then it's always not quite right. I always have to do some touch-ups on my own.
Are you bringing a picture of how you looked before?
I do sometimes. I bring it. I have a print. It's so ridiculous because me.
You bring your headshots.
Yeah, I bring my headshots. I say I want it looking like this, and you could put this on the wall while you're at it. By the way, that'd be funny if they have. There was actually there was this. I don't know. It's just funny when you see headshots up at places, establishments.
Like the people that have been there. Yeah.
There was this place I used to go to with my friend Moshe that was, you get Korean ice there. Mm-hmm. You know Korean ice?
Korean ice? No, I've never had Korean ice.
Korean shaved ice.
Okay, yeah.
And we used to go to this place, Spoon by H. It's closed, unfortunately, now.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to go there, and they used to have these... There were headshots up on the wall there, but I never heard of any of them. And then we thought it would be funny to put our headshots there. And so we were maybe going to do that. I would never do that anywhere, but for some reason, it just seemed like a funny thing to do there.
Yeah.
Of course, also, by the way, you know, my headshot, I'll share it right here for the video. It looks like this. Here, hold on. My headshot, of course, looks like this. So I'm going to share my headshot with you guys here. If you guys want to see
it'd be funny for a place to have headshots of just people that aren't even famous.
Well, that's how this, a lot of these honestly, a lot of these places are like that. You know?
You're like, who are these people?
This is my headshot.
Nice,
you know? Yeah. So, you know, it's a pretty cool shot, you know.
Yeah. So that's the hair you're gonna get.
Yeah, it's hard to get. I have to bring this and say I want my hair looking like this, like my old hair, like this from my headshot. And so, yeah, that's for video only. If you want to see video, just go to youtube.com/Brent Weinbach podcast. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
we need those subscribers up.
It's kind of an older headshot, but so I went to I bring, believe it or not, because I don't have I took a picture of myself, but it was a digital picture and I don't have any kind of device to show this picture when I bring there. So I printed out the picture onto a black and white printer. I printed out this picture of myself digitally. Okay. Or it was a digital picture of myself.
Did you do every angle? Or just from the front?
Just the front. Mm-hmm. Although, I got to tell her, I'm oftentimes left with, I feel like, whatever. I just got to make sure she cuts it short. Mm-hmm. I don't want anything sticking up.
Yeah, I feel you.
This is a stick up. And it's my hair, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes I stop people on the street and they go, "Hey, this is a stick up," and I point to my hair. And they go,
"You do that in the barbers. You're like, this is a stick up."
Yeah.
Oh no, my hair. This is a bug.
Yeah. That's a funny idea to do. Okay, so the way Jack did that just now is he said this is a stick up, and he kind of had his hand in his shirt and it was poking out because usually you'd put it into a jacket or something like that, and you'd point it and you'd act like you have a gun. What a ridiculous idea when people would stick people up using their hand in their jacket or whatever.
I know, you're just going to think that it's a gun.
Well, it's just funny because it could very well just be their finger. But,
yeah.
You know, you don't want to find out if it's a gun or not, right? This is a stick up. It's also a funny idea to call it a stick up, you know? Hey, this is a stick up.
Yeah.
And then you kind of just turn around, you said, okay, you spread your cheeks, you go like, okay, go right ahead. I was waiting for somebody. I thought you'd never ask. Oh, it's a stick up? Okay. I thought
stick
you'd never
up
ask. Yeah, hopefully up my bum. And they go, no. Give me your wallet. Okay. Sure. I keep my money inside my rectum, my rectal cavity, so is that cool if I just sort of bend over and spread them for you? That's where you keep your money? Yeah, my butt is my wallet. Is that cool?
Nature's wallet.
Yes, nature's wallet. And he goes, well, does it stink? It might.
What if you go into
what
a place?
What else you got on you?
You go into a place, your hands are up, and it's in the crutch is pointed out, and you go, this is a stick up.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you unzip and it actually is a gun.
Right. Hey, everybody. No hands. This is a stick up. No hands. Check me out. Right there. No, look. Just look. A little further. There she is. There she is. This is a stick up. Okay, so this is a funny idea, though, is that the way you did it is you didn't have a jacket or pants to do it in. So you used your shirt and you're kind of poking through sort of the chest area of your shirt. What a funny way to do a stick up. Is like, I got a gun. It's coming out of your chest. It almost looks like a nipple, too, for me, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I've got a gun. Give me all your money. Give me all your money. I've got... Give me all your money. You got
guns.
2 guns. And meanwhile, you're putting your hands underneath your shirt too. Hey, I've got guns. This is a stick up. This is a double stick up.
Are your sticks up?
Yeah. I've got my sticks up. Now give me all your money. And they say, okay, sure. Where do I put it? Put it in my mouth. You like this? You look like this.
Yeah.
This is a visual piece for anybody who's watching. Hey, this is a stick up. Give it to me. Put it in my mouth. All right. Thank you. All right, thank you. I'll see you later. Bye.
Yeah. This is intimidation.
And then you walk away like this. When you walk away, the guns kind of alternate back and forth. Like your nipples are going back and forth. Okay. No, it's like this. Here, put all your money in my mouth. All of it. And the credit cards.
Thank you.
You keep the ID. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I'll see you later. It looks so weird, right? So kind of a weird idea for some kind of sketch or something like that, you know?
Yeah, that's stupid.
And then, if we go just the one way, it's like this. They go, okay, so, this is a stick up. Give me all your money. Okay, thank you. All right, I'm gonna go.
yeah, that's good.
This is the gun. Yeah. What does this look like? This looks so weird, actually.
And then the cops come and they're like, freeze!
They do it to their shirts, too.
Yeah, they do it in their shirts, too.
Freeze! Put your hands up! Put your hands up where we can see them! He's like, but they're inside my shirt. I can't do it. They're in my shirt. Okay, just put them up. Even if they're in your shirt, put them up. Hands up.
Sticks up.
And then meanwhile, okay, all right, you stay right there. I'll be back. And then the police officer runs away, and he's like this. He looks like this. Doesn't this look weird?
Yeah, that looks...
Sorry, this is for visuals, people. Uh-huh. This is a visual episode here. It looks like just something's going on underneath. It looks like a weird masturbatory situation. I don't know what it is, but it looks masturbatory, and it looks weird. It's like you're masturbating, but without any help. Look, my hand's right here. What's going on here? It reminds me of when you were younger in elementary school or something, did you ever put the sleeves of your jacket or something together and then
do the heartbeat thing?
I don't know what it was, but you kind of go like this, you know?
Yeah. So that gives the illusion that both your arms are there.
Yeah, something like that. And there's something inside of you, coming up.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're kind of popping some kind of rich hard, Yeah. But apparently there was this guy in my high school. I don't know. This could be just an old wives' tale, maybe. But there was this one guy in my high school who supposedly was masturbating in the classroom under her shirt, and he wore knee pads all the time. This guy.
Okay.
So he was really into video production. And there was a video production kind of class at my high school. Mm-hmm. We used a video toaster and stuff. We had a video toaster. And, I took one of the classes. But there was a video toaster there, and this one guy who was really into it, and he was into shooting stuff, so I guess he was used to getting on his knees for that reason. But it was weird because he wore the knee pads all the time, even when he wasn't working on stuff where he would have to get it on his knees or whatever.
Okay.
Supposedly,
he just liked the look.
I don't know, something like that. Yeah, he liked the look of the knee pad look. And he supposedly was masturbating in class. And to me, I guess, under his shirt, kind of doing the whole stick 'em up thing under his shirt. Mm-hmm. And supposedly... I don't know. Supposedly, according to my friend, he said he was masturbating in the classroom under his shirt with his knee pads on, and I don't know. I wonder how true it is. Can people get away with masturbating in class? I wonder. Well,
we know visually what it looks like, so probably not. They think he's robbing the place.
Right. They'll just start, people start putting money in his mouth or something. Yeah.
Thank you.
They'll just say, people will start getting, I want to say, oh, you know what? It happened. I think my parents got robbed once on the street. Mm-hmm. Someone went up to them, hand in the jackets thing,
Yeah.
And,
it works, clearly.
Yeah. And the guy said to my parents, your money or your life.
No way.
Isn't that a funny thing to say? It just sounds so fake, your money or your life. Your money or your life.
Isn't that Dick Turpin?
The what?
Richard Turpin, right?
Richard
highwayman?
what?
Dick Turpin.
What's that?
That's what the phrase is from, your money or your life.
It's from what?
Dick Turpin.
What do you mean, Dick Turpin?
That's the guy. It's the story of Dick Turpin. Wasn't he like a highway robber?
I've never heard of this guy before. Dick Turpin?
Yeah, Dick Turpin.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of such a man.
I'm sure it's Dick Turpin.
Oh, man, this guy sounds pretty cute, What kind of haircut did he have?
It's kind of
Dick
like
Turpin,
a Brad Pitt kind of stuff.
Wait, I never heard of... Okay, well, I just thought your money or life was some sort of a generic phrase that people just said when they want to rob you.
Yeah, this is what it comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
Dick Turpin. Wait, you're not joking at all?
I'm not joking at all. I was going to look it up, but I can't right now.
No, we don't need that. I mean, we could.
Just imagine that it's right.
My sister's been robbed before too. Actually, mm-hmm. She was robbed. I think it was a knife. She had a knife pulled on her.
Damn, that's crazy.
I think the guy said, "This is not your mother's pumpkin carver. Your money or your life."
Dude, yeah. I mean, I've been mugged as a teenager before.
Oh yeah,
a guy with an axe.
No,
like
like
a hatchet axe. Yeah.
Really? What did he say? Did he say your money or your life?
I think he wanted £10. He's like, give me a tenner, and me and my friends were like, oh, we only have 20. It's just like he wouldn't take it.
Really?
No, he did take it. I don't know why we said that. Obviously, you're like.
Well, he could also just use his axe. He could use his axe and just sort of cut it in half, and then he's got the tenner.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Wait, did you say, oh, sorry, we only have 20s?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
Obviously, he just took it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big was this axe?
It wasn't big. It was just in his jacket. He opened it up. It was like I could just.
He just had it through his shirt.
Just through his shirt, yeah.
Or his jacket. That'd be funny if somebody had, their hand in their pocket to do a stick up.
Yeah.
But it was a jacket pocket, and they said, "This is a stick up," and they go, "Okay, don't worry, it's not a gun, it's a knife." If it was a knife sticking, you know what I mean? They just.
Yeah.
Also, it's so ridiculous. I mean, okay, what percentage of people who do that whole trick don't have a gun or any weapon at all? They're just using their finger.
I think isn't it 100%? Because why is it hidden?
So it's discreet.
Is it discreet though? If you're, I don't know.
Well, no, yeah. I mean, if you just so that people you're not pulling a gun out in public. I guess just so no one's seeing you with a gun in public, that you're concealing it.
Yeah.
Or it just won't draw as much attention. I guess imagine this: if you had a gun, if you pulled that out on somebody in a street. I feel like it would call more attention to you, right?
Yeah.
But if you just had your hand in your pocket or in your crotch or something, and you're just pointing your finger at it, it seems like that wouldn't draw as much attention or something,
Yeah.
I guess a gun is pretty loud when you think about it. A gun is a pretty visually, yeah, it's visually a loud item. I mean, when you see a gun, you're thinking, "Whoa, that's a gun."
And then, like in your parents' situation, like you just can't take the risk, can you?
Yeah, and I think my dad didn't have much on him anyway, so he had maybe $10 or something, and he said, "All right," or something like that. I think it happened, but then again, I think it might have been $10 or something, or maybe it was $5, but it was probably in maybe in the late 70s when that happened or something. So, or maybe it could have been the early 80s. I don't know, but. so maybe $10 meant a lot more back then.
Yeah.
$10. That was probably like, that was probably something like $15. That was probably $12 back then. It was probably. It was a lot more back then. It was. I mean, that $10 meant a lot more back then. It was probably $13. $13 chuck. But I don't know. That whole thing is so ridiculous. The whole stick 'em up thing. I mean, or the whole. First of all, stick 'em up is a funny expression. Stick 'em up, stick 'em up. I mean, the idea of just ordering somebody to just do anything with a stick just sounds so ridiculous to me. It's absurd. This is a stick up.
Stick it in.
Next time you try to rob somebody, just say, stick, you know the rest. This is a stick. Stick for short.
Yeah.
We're talking about nicknames. Sure. Stick. All right, buddy, stick. I don't know. The finger trick is so ridiculous.
Sticky Ricky.
You know what? By the way, I think my parents were saying that guy who held them up, they said it did seem like it was his finger. But you know what?
His
that could be
like poking out a little bit.
Yeah. You know what? A finger could be a weapon too.
Yeah.
Imagine this. Imagine taking it out of your jacket and just showing them your finger and going, stick them up, or just this is a stick up, your money or your life. And they say, what are you going to do with your finger? I'm going to stick it in your ass.
I'm going to stick it up.
I'm going to stick. Yeah, this is a stick up. What do you think it is? It's not my finger. It's my thumb that's going up there. See my thumb? That's sticking up. No, this is a stick up. What do you mean? Well, my thumb, it's pointed upwards. It's sticking up, you see? Okay, what do you want? I want to stick it. I want it to go, and I'm ready for this to go. You can sit on it if you want, or you can just stay put. The choice is yours. Or what? Or that's it. You don't want any money? Nah. Money?
Nah, I like it.
Nah. I'm just trying to give you a thumb up. I'm just trying. Hey, this is a stick up. It's like this. You don't even do the next finger. You just go, hey, this is a stick up. Nice job. It's like that. It's like this. The guy's, maybe it's a street performer or something like that. He's juggling or something like that. Go like, hey, this is a stick up. What do you mean? Nice job.
Yeah, good. I liked it.
It's a thumb up. Thumb up. I loved it. How did thumb up become a, nice job thing? What did that mean? You know what I mean? How did that go?
I had no idea.
I came up with this limerick with my sister the other night on our show, The Chicken Coop. It goes like this. It's really good. It goes like this. It goes, how does it go? It goes, oh, shoot. I kind of forgot it now. Hold on. I think I wrote it down, actually. Okay. It goes like this. Twiddle me dee, twiddle me dumb, my terrier's less tenacious. I count to 3 and up my thumb, my bum's performed fallacious.
Very good.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, that is great, actually.
That's
wow.
a stick up.
That's what you guys got to check out The Chicken Coop. If you're not checking out The Chicken Coop, you were there last night, I think, right?
Yeah, I jump in sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope that you've been to good episodes. Some episodes are better than others. Sometimes we just get in the zone and we got some really good riffs going.
Yeah, it was good.
There might have been some funny stuff last night.
Pretty Hamster was a good bit.
Oh, Pretty Hamster. That's pretty good. Yeah. We're always making Richard Gere jokes, but you guys got to check that out. The Chicken Coop on Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. On YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/Brent Weinbach. But I don't know. Should this episode be called Stick 'em Up? Stick Up?
I think Stick Up.
Stick Up. I think we're gonna wrap it up. Actually, speaking of sticking it up, I think we're gonna stick it up. Maybe that's a new way of saying we're gonna wrap it up. I think we're gonna stick it up.
Yep.
And we're going to go, I don't know, maybe we'll just go maybe a few more minutes here, but I don't know. I was thinking of some stuff we can do in the extended portion of the episode. We can there's always a variety of things we could do. I'll give us the options then when we go there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell them now. I'll tease them now. We can listen to some. I never got to playing you new song picks.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of new music picks. Because the ones I showed you the other time were
they've been around.
They've been around for a long time. These are newer, as in maybe the last 10 years or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's that. We can also look at great scenes in cinema.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just watch some great scenes, some magic moments in film history,
Mm-hmm.
There's that. I got a few queued up already, kind of. And then we could also we can listen to some Gangster Party Line phone messages.
Okay.
Maybe even try to, well, I don't know if we can maybe take a call, but, and then we can listen to, I don't know if there are any, but if you guys want to leave a message for me or Jack or whoever, you can call this phone number here, 213-207-6952, and we will, take the call. I mean, we'll listen to the message and we'll give some advice to it or whatever, or just respond to it or whatever, Yeah. You had some thought. We didn't get to it, but you had some ideas or something.
Yeah,
some bright ideas.
Maybe we'll do that as well. There's a plethora of things we could maybe get into.
Oh my gosh, there's so much we can get into, But what was one of your ideas, real quick?
Well, we'll save it. We'll save it.
Save it. Okay,
yeah.
Save it. Save The Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you okay? And then, did you have multiple ideas, or just one?
I think probably multiple.
Wow, you don't want to tease us with one idea, real quick?
We'll save it.
Saving it. Wow. All right. Is it? Can you even tell us what it's related to? Is it crotchal?
It could be crotchal. It's fast food related.
Fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever I do podcasts, I'm always hungry. Anytime there's any mention of food, I just get it makes me just get, hungrier,
Yeah.
Well, no, I just get so hungry. I mean, when you said fast food, it just made me think of burgers, and I could just suck one down right now so easily. I want to chupas mi hamburguesa right now,
Mm-hmm.
Chupas mi hamburguesa. Do you ever think of your stuff?
Are you a breakfast guy? Do you eat in the mornings?
Nah, not anymore. I do like breakfast foods, though. I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Don't worry, I do. And in fact,
Okay.
I like it. Oh, I could go for a breakfast food right now, but I'd do it. I would do it. I would go to a brunch right now. I would.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't usually wake up early enough to do that kind of thing,
Got ya.
I don't know, man. I gotta go get something to eat. I'm so hungry. I could eat a horse's penis.
The horse is Richard.
I'm so hungry I could suck on a horse. I'm so hungry I can eat a horse. Where did that expression come from? I mean, I guess
They're just big, I guess. Big and
I guess
juicy.
okay. It's like I guess horses. Okay, horses are oftentimes kind of paired with cows in a way. You know what I mean? If you go to some kind of ranch or something, there's going to be cows and horses, and if you're really hungry, you do eat cow a lot of times. There are a lot of cow that you eat, or you eat cow. But a horse?
Yeah, sometimes maybe you're just thinking I want something bigger.
I mean, horses, I guess, are bigger than cows?
Yeah.
But why didn't they say elephant or something like that?
Biggest.
Why did they go with horse, Why didn't they say, oh, I'm so hungry, yeah, I could eat an elephant.
I could eat a sperm whale.
Yeah, I'm so hungry I could eat a sperm whale.
Yeah, I'm so hungry I could eat a sperm.
I guess some guys were kind of self-conscious about their sexuality or something like that, insecure about their sexuality. They said, I ain't eating no sperm whale. They said, someone suggested, hey, I want to, we'll do sperm whale. I mean, that's the biggest animal there is probably. You go like, I ain't sperm. I ain't eating no sperm. Shoot, I ain't gay. You trying to make me eat sperm? I never could be too hungry to be wanting to eat sperm. Okay, that ain't me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's probably what happened.
And so he said, no, instead it's going to be a horse, which is commonly
horse
associated with penises, yeah. I'm so hungry I can eat a horse. Now, that's something I could get behind. Okay, that ain't gay. Okay, yeah, but what about the whole horse cock?
I eat no sperm whale. I'm eating a horse's dick.
Yeah. I ain't no sperm whale. I eat a horse cock.
That ain't gay.
Because that's not gay. Look, it ain't gay if sperm ain't coming out of it. It's the sperm part that makes it gay. Anything that's creamy. There was a joke that this guy had. I remember I was in the Aspen Comedy Festival in 2006, and there was this guy who was performing at it. Mm-hmm. And, gosh, what was his name? I forgot what his name was, but, oh, God, I think he used to host Rap City. Anyway, he was going on about... Is it creamy? Anything with cream in it was something that he just wasn't down with because it was, I guess, gay or something like that. He's like, but is it creamy? That was his whole thing. Anyway, all right, we're going to wrap it up. If you want to, we're going to stick it up, but if you want to continue on with us to do the Brent Weinbach Podcast Extended Experience, you can go to patreon.com/poundcast. Okay, POUNDCAST. And you get the episodes a couple days early too. If you can't wait. You want that midweek experience. You can get it on Patreon, and also we do stuff on there that you can't do on the normal outlets because there's copyright stuff. But we upload it straight to Patreon, so we can do copyrighted stuff. We can watch movie scenes and listen to music and stuff because that's how it is. So anyway, go do that. And if you want to watch the video of this, go to youtube.com/Brent Weinbach Podcast. That's pretty much it, right?
That's it.
Okay, so maybe we'll see you there. If not, we'll see you next week. My name is Brent Weinbach. That's Jack Birch. Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.